Yeah, I know I haven't got you much of a sunrise. It's coming. And yeah, looks like a few of those funny north-south lines that seem to go between Portland and Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego. I'm sure some of them come from Seattle. Nice warm morning this morning. We've been down to like 42. As they keep saying, it's going to be, 53, 54. Guess what? It's 39 this morning. I actually had to turn the heat on in the trailer before I walked out. That way Becky's not freezing her butt off when she gets out of bed. And it'll be more than 50 degrees in the trailer when Blakely gets here. I kind of like to keep it somewhat normal for her. So, I'm a little early. All the heifers are out there on the hillside. I don't see any cows in that barn, so which means they're probably not up here at all. I couldn't see very well from where I was to see where they were. I'm going to give them a little bit. Oh, here, wait, as I spin you around. I can even see it on this roof. You just about see the water droplets on that tin. And if we pan over here, yes, that's how heavy the dew is. And yes, it is a ring around the bend from it dripping off already. Those are good reason not to have any hay down, right? Besides the fact we still might get rain. They've dumped today down to a 3% chance. But 4 or 5 days ago, today was a 50% chance, 40% chance. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I haven't shown this in a while either. What we got here? Got that guy. I don't see much of him anymore. He's in the comments every night. Hasn't been as up on the videos, but that's okay. We got Super Clean. I should shout them out. We've gotten some of their product. There's actually a jug back in here that we're supposed to use to show y'all and then do a giveaway, and I've been a bad boy. It's underneath those magnets still in the box. Outcast Farm. Go check her out. She's getting her hay done. Firehouse Customs. Go see Steve. Yeah, no farms, no girls. So. That there, Mr. David. Why can't I think of the name of his channel? Because that's not the name of his channel, but that's his sticker. Patchy Heaven Farm. Slowed way down. Every now and then he pops one up. Nap Farms, they're still hot at it. IP Farms. Yeah, pennies on the dollar there. Making it happen. Sven, I haven't seen much of him for a while, but he... Well, I guess it's long enough it can be public. He lost his wife this last winter. Burning Dinosaurs. He hasn't done anything for a long time. I wish he would. I mean, did some great stuff. Thomas Farms. I got that and nothing near the stickers these guys used to have. Yeah, go check Russ out. He's getting it done. Real life with Ron and his new Smurf. His Smurf tractor. Singer Farms. I think they kind of slowed down too. Harmless Farmer. Andy's not there anymore, but the channel still goes. And I believe tomorrow they're dedicating a statue of Andy. They just put it up a couple days ago. His sister sent me some pictures. Pretty freaking awesome, I think. Topher Cragen, you're on YouTube, sorry. Yeah, go check him out. He's kind of like Bryce. He's got a few old things he shows. Goes around to some shows. That guy, I don't know. Better go check Rick out if you're not there. Always a dumpster fire. If it's not, you're not happy. Greasy Paws Garage. That's not what it is anymore. I think it's getting greasy or something because YouTube screwed him so hard it wasn't funny. More than once. Locked him out of his channel or whatever. You coming in this way? Okay. Last one, I'm closing it. That's chilly in here too. What the heck does it say? Oh, it's only like 50 in here. Doesn't help that that is open. And of course, I got the stove or the furnace turned off. But I might have to click it on and break the chill this morning. I don't know. He beat me in here. Oh my God, I gotta show you the quality of the newspapers around here anymore. Let's put this ad right here. This story goes to here. So you got what? There's at least 4 inches of newsprint you can't read. Brilliant. Not to mention, you know, the size of the paper anymore. I mean, really. Oh yeah, that's the most important thing. Oh my gosh, Latino students were going to college more often than COVID hit. Oh, maybe that's part of what COVID was for, was to stop that. And yeah, anybody wondering? Yes, I do believe COVID was a pandemic for more reasons than one. Those girls are still over there on the hillside. They don't care. Sounded like some cows were coming up, but I haven't seen any come in yet. Hey, I got Mom's paper. And a little bit of color, but not a lot. It's about I think the earlier shot was the best. See what it is like today. It might rain. It sprinkled last night. Well, I gave them an hour and a half to get in, and guess what? They came in. You goofball. You still got a piece of grass in your mouth. Or is it stuck to the side of your face? Interesting. Hope it ain't stuck through your face. What are you doing with that hanging there? Piece of orchard grass. You had that hanging on you. Huh. Yes, good morning, Sapphire. Yeah, Mom didn't recognize who you were yesterday when she was in the barn. You were right in front of her, staring right at her. The only one she asked about was there's a May calf in here, which was Big Girl's calf. And you know, numbers slipped my mind. 324A. Yeah. I don't know what her current number is. Hi, Ruby. But she's bigger than Hope. And doesn't look too bad standing next to the big lug here. Huh. Yeah, spoiled. How about you? Yeah, a little ear scratch anyway. What about you? If you pick your head up, put it down, I can't reach. Anyway. Oh, that one Mom wanted to see. She's one of those, she looks kind of like her mother. Give her another year and you'll be able to pick her out of the crowd. Well, good morning, Cowboy. You chose to partake in breakfast this morning? Huh? Yeah, you're not going to come up here though, are you? Where are you? You going to come up here and get some scratching? Good morning. What do you mean, no? Okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. Be nice. Be nice. I ain't gonna scratch the front of your face, you dork. Scratch the front of yours. Okay. I was thinking about the wiring on that baler last night. With the wires not all matching up. I bet you that they went and cut the front off of another baler. Or found another wire loom to take a chunk out of. I'll bet you is what they did. That's why nothing matches up. So I might just see what I need and redo that. Hell, I don't know. Not that I want to. Or just patch it back up better than it is. Hey, hey, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, hi everybody. I can't get down there that long. Unless I sit on the stairs. Oh, you want me to sit here? Okay. You want to come up here? Maybe? Yeah. All right. Yeah. She just did that pretty much on her own. I just had my thumb underneath her. Oh, up on one step. There, what do you tell everybody? Hey, camera. Hey, I can't reach around that far. Those little marks on her nose. She scratched her nose the other day. Oh, I want back down so I can run. So I walked in on a mess here. Becky was on the phone, then she handed it to Ty. Then my phone rang. Well, my phone rang between the handoff. Parts manager at NNS called and says, my baler parts are in. And I said, filters too? Because I was thinking it was filters already, because no, it's the baler parts. Filters are supposed to be transferred from one store to another.
I can look at it again.
The normal parts runner was on vacation this week, so the kid that was taking his place didn't tell anybody he wasn't going to work today.
If you need them, I'll go
So it'll be Monday before we see those.
And I am going to go help.
And the phone call they had, market steer we sold last fall
To a close friend of ours.
to some friends. They got a few cows and they had a calf early this morning who's knuckled over tight, and they got nothing.
Just more
So
this morning.
Ty's gonna run up and
And I'm going to
give them a hand,
let him have the,
let them borrow our splints.
yeah, because he'll reimburse us for anything, and I'm going to grab
Oh, anyway, just another screwed up day around here. I got the wiring for the baler control about half redone. They ended up
They're on Stafford Road.
putting
I must be a spare
a different front half on it. I figured that out last night. It's like, that makes sense. That's why there's extra wires in the wrong place.
Baby got fun. I need to talk to you.
So, more fun. Well, here's a little multi-cutoff tool, I guess you would call it. Dremel knockoff. The neat thing, I think, is it comes with the cable. So you can hold it like a pin, and the tool goes there. This end goes on here. It seems to be pretty stout. It's a brushed motor, which is fine. That's what most are anyway. And looks like we got a little bit of everything in here. Polishing, cutoff. Supposed to be cutoffs in there. There's the cutoffs. I thought it was wrapped in plastic. It's not. Just gotta find a place I can open it. Then we can all see what's in it. There we go. Ooh, don't lose that. Little baby burr tool. And some drill bits. Things I didn't know came with them. Another burr tool there. Little tiny wire brush. But over here is what I need, and find the deal for it. So I'll get on this later. I hate these that do that. You know, you can never get them hooked back up. For right now, I'm just gonna put it back in because I gotta mess with it anyway. So, it ain't even gonna close. Not gonna worry about it yet. Getting that wiring straightened out, and probably making a frickin' double Canadian length video today. I've already got way too much. I may cut some of it out. So, there's what we got done so far. That's only about half the pieces on the floor. The whiskey's probably laying on the rest. And this obviously doesn't get used. Don't know what it goes to. If it goes through to the end or not. And I don't know what they got there. I don't know if I want to take that apart and find out either. There's a wire sticking out right there, though. Probably should peel it back and look. And then, like I say, figure this stuff out. I really see no need for that and that to hook to that. I'll make it a regular crimp and seal it up, and same with these others. Get rid of this excess. I wasn't able to stagger my joints. I like to stagger them, but I mean, they're kind of staggered, just not really. The biggest thing with these two big ones, there just wasn't enough extra to shift one way or the other. So finish that up, and I still got to get into that one and see what the hell. And I already know I'm going to end up replacing it because it is so beat up to the end. I just got to see if I got a piece of 7-wire. And figure out what I'm doing. I mean, that one's easy. It plugs in right there. This one unhooks from here and plugs in, and say deal's made to go through, and there just ain't no place on the back here. But I could run it up on the fender and come in underneath the window. Saves. I think that's going to be better than going the other way. I think. So get back on it. Look who came to visit me in the shop. She actually came in here quite a while ago, and then she went for a ride with me on the 4-wheeler to get the mail, and we took the mail into Great Grandma. Hey, what are you yawning for? And then we walked around in Great Grandma's living room for a while and looked at some pictures of family and cows. And Becky took Great Grandma's laundry down to do it. And we came back out here. I'm hoping Becky's going to come back and get her so I can get back to work. And she decided she's going to start yelling. Yeah, you heard the doggy bark, huh? Gooby butt. Yes, you're a gooby butt. And everybody knows it. She's mad because I put her back in there. I got tired of holding on to her. She wants to keep getting down on the floor. Yeah, she don't need to be on the floor in here. I might make a mess. I'm not sure how many wires they actually use in here, but I don't like that kink, and it's, that don't work very well either. Especially when it looks like one of those is a ground wire, so the others should be all tied to them. Screwed up in here and screwed up here. I think it's good just below here. So I get to have fun with that. I have some 6-wire. There's 7 prongs. I don't know how many they use though. Realistically, you're looking at work lights, turn signal / flashers, and tail lights. So they probably only use 4, maybe 5. Gotta have a ground, which will leave an extra one to at least make it to this point to power the cameras. I just gotta get into the plug there to add the extra wire for the cameras. And Ty just got back, picked stuff up. Let's take a look here. That's $95. 2 bearings, a spacer, and a seal. That's what the plug is in, is the seal. That's $22. That's just a freaking hubcap. This piece, those bearings go in here. That is $210. And I'm keeping the boxes for right now because it has the Case IH part numbers. We're going to write those down. That would mean we're, 10 miles from that dealer, and until the Challenger dealer, whatever, Agco, whatever you want to call it, dealer finishes getting their facilities built in this town, that's where we're going to get what we can for parts. And it's lunchtime, so I'm going to go eat. Here's this mess. Flashers, turn signals, as it should be. Tail lights. This is the work lights. And I don't know what they did. This wire right here was only about 2 inches long. And I'm hoping that this is factory here. I'm just going to cut into here. But every single light has its own wire from here. Everything has its own ground from here. And that's how that was done. And we just tested lights. Everything works.
Ah! Hey.
Except for upstairs underneath the Nodder door. There's 2 lights there that do not work.
Why do I think this had a light?
I don't know why you'd think this would have a light. You need a flashlight for this one because tractor lights won't even shine in here. Although if you're working on putting a shear pin in, they will. And I'm thinking we might see about getting some 1156 and 1157 LEDs. Because even I took those wires up there, and by the time I made it back here, I couldn't touch these bulbs. Well, I could, but not for very long. So, and I'm a believer in the LED stuff anymore, even though we still have, oh hell, there's almost a full new box of 1157s, and there's a full box of good used 1156s.
No, there's only 2 left in there.
Oh, only 2 left in
And they're
1156. And they're new. Plus a bunch of used 1157s. And we'll see how those lights go. We might change those. I'm not sure if they're a sealed. I didn't look. They may be an 1156. I did not look. I know the ones up above have a... Hey. Hey. Oh. Oh. I'm not going to touch that. That's a halogen, I believe. But we might see if there's a LED substitute for that. Just because, you know, I mean, when we are working at night, we use a lot of juice and run the batteries down, work the alternator twice as hard.
Yeah. Hey.
But there you can see those lights. The wire, the bulbs aren't in them, they're hanging there off the wire. I thought there'd be a switch up there for those, because there's a switch up by the hinge for the side doors.
I'm a perfect little mechanic. You can shove her in there.
Oh, I know, I thought about that. You got to shove her out of the way, though, without bonking her. And that light turns off when you hit this switch. This light flickered once. And I'm betting it's the same as those up there. It's just the same size rubber mount. So I'm going to say the bulb in there went tits when I flicked it. Saying, when are you going to come feed me? And no, I'm not done with this yet. We checked all the lights. For some reason, the 2 up for the Nodder are not working. I thought there might have been a switch to them, but there's nothing up there. That wire. You're right, I'm on my scooter here. That wire goes from up here back, and then about the Nova twine box goes up to the Nodders. I don't know why I didn't check to see if there's power. We did check both bulbs. Ty brought them down, and they're 1156s. We put them in the socket there, and both of them work fine. They don't work up there. Well, maybe somebody got mad and didn't like the light coming from there. I don't know. There's no light bulb in there. I'll tell you why. As hot as the 1156s and 1157s get back there, and these were all halogens, and they draw a lot of juice. We're just putting all LEDs on it. They do make, it's a 862. You get the plug-in comes in this way, and then the bulb sticks out that way, and cam locks in. Tab locks in, whatever. I think those are the most expensive ones. And of course they make LEDs to replace 1156s and 1157s, so we're just going to do it. Another reason for doing it is you got a 10 or 12 gauge wire right there. That's actually the one for all the lights. Well, not those. And all these ground wires come down into one. And it's a 10 or 12 gauge. Well, this is only 14 gauge. So I don't want to overdo all this. Good enough reason. Because last time, I mean, I'm using this because that's what I got. I thought I had some 14.7, which has a 12 or a 10 gauge ground to it. But there's just too many. There's, 2, 4, 5 of those lights. If you got the side shields open, because they do have a switch. I think I already talked about it, switch up there. If you got 5 of those running the whole time, and if you got these side shields open, the tractor's idling, if it's even running, that's a lot of draw. So just do it this way. Probably cheaper than buying enough freaking 7-wire cable to do it. So anyway, I'm going to try to finish this. I still got to feed. Becky fit the back barn. And I'm going to do this. Well, I may not get it completely done, but I'm going to get it mostly done while this video is editing. So yeah, same trick we did last year to test things on the other baler. It's currently unhooked from the hot wire at the starter now, but that's how we checked everything. And yeah, flashers, turn signals, tail light, typical, right color code. Obviously, one of these somewhere I'm going to use for, it's going to have to be the red one, since everybody else has a color to go to. Pulled that one out of the way for now, because that's going to go for the cameras. And I will get the ground for the cameras off here. I'm also going to probably cut this about right there and replace. I'm not, this is all soldered together. I mean, there's 8 wires, counting this one, soldered together in there. No, I lied. There's 11 wires. I'm sorry. There's 7 wires here. And I did not take this apart. Solder ran down into here in the wire that was there. So, give you an idea. Everything works. I'm not going to touch it. I shouldn't say that because that one didn't work, but I wouldn't think it would be here. This one's not got the best solder job, but everything makes good contact. It's clean. Seal it up and go. And I should have another big ring. And I'll get the ground for the camera from there and my power off of that one and go from there. And the only other thing we'll have to run is the moisture tester wire. It's just going to have to be separate on its own, which is fine. That's how we've always had it. And we may figure somewhere to finagle it in without going clear up front and coming through the floor. We will see. Forgot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you had a good Friday. Hope you have a great Saturday. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe if you would. And maybe you'll see this mess cleaned up tomorrow.